I was going to say you've got on well with. I mean, you worked with Brendan, didn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, it's it's a weird situation. Did you always get on well with?
Yeah, we get on brilliant. We're good friends, and I worked with Brendan. I did the under-17s. I was manager of the under-17s, and he helped me with that. And then the under-19s, he helped me with that. We worked together with those, and then he was academy manager here for a while. Went to Chelsea, and as youth team manager, and then ended up at Watford as manager. So yeah, I know Brendan really well.
Do you know his approach as well as anybody when it comes to an approach for a big match like this?
Well, I think he'd know the way. Listen, we talked about that. There's no real secrets. I'll know how Swansea play. They'll know how Reading play. That's how it is, and then you leave it to the players on the day.
Is he more dangerous as a manager? Because I mean, probably he's hurt by his departure from here, wasn't he? I mean, does that give him something more to prove?
I wouldn't say so. I think he's proved a hell of a lot in the last since July with Swansea. Swansea were knocking on the door, and now they're in the playoff final. So that's proven that he's done a fantastic job at Swansea. It was a good fit for him. The style of play. They've had a team that's done really well over a period of 4 or 5 years under Martinez, under Sousa, and now Brendan. So it's a good fit, and I'm delighted for him.
It's only kind of football that could throw up a scenario like this, isn't it? That he was here, then he departs, whatever, and then he leaves, and then he's in the team, and then both you come head to head. It's only football that could throw up such a weird situation like that.
Yeah, absolutely. What was that place we used to play at college? On a Saturday morning, under 17s.
Bradford?
No.
It's Cantley?
Cantley Park. We used to play at Cantley Park and used to get there at 8 o'clock in the morning. I used to get there and he used to get there. So it's a long way from Cantley Park, Wembley.
It's a long way from Slough Town as well, isn't it? I mean, that was...
Yeah, I was manager of Slough.
Yeah, 10 years ago.
Was it 10? Longer, yeah.
Is that right? One of Brendan's family still works here?
Yeah, Mike Kearney, he played golf with us the other day.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's
What's
father-in-law.
his role here?
He looks after the training ground. He's manager of the training
Brendan's got
ground.
one over on you a couple of times this season already. Was there any kind of gloating or ribbing or after those victories? Was he on the phone?
What, for me? No, I lost.
No,
No, absolutely not. No, they won the game 1-0 twice, and it was very, very close games. I watched the game back, the Swansea game at Swansea yesterday, and there was nothing in the game. We had 4 or 5 really good chances, and if we get them again, I'm sure we'll take 1 or 2. So there was really nothing in the games. So no, there certainly wasn't any of that.
Just going back to what you said before, Brian, you're a real stickler for detail, aren't you? Little things. I mean, is it right that they've got your team in the hotel in Bucks? So you travel in and you want them to kind of soak in the atmosphere and see all the little things in the way, because there might not be that chance again. Might not have the opportunity. That's
important to me. I just feel that I remember the cup finals with the Arsenal years ago, and that little bus journey to the ground and seeing the fans, the coaches going by. So, and I think that's part of it. We want to get there sort of 1:10 or so, walk out onto the pitch and have a look. But we want to get that atmosphere and that sense of occasion before on the bus. I think that's important, and they need that 40 minutes. I think bus journey. I think it's good.
Like sporting body, sporting mind. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
You've got a good record in big
Yeah.
cup ties and stuff.
Sorry. Yeah.
Good record in cup ties under you. I mean, this is basically big cup ties.
It's cup time. Yeah. And I'm sure that we've been to Liverpool and won. We've been to Everton and won. West Brom and won, and all cup games. And I'm sure that that's experience that we can draw on.
Well, when you were at Arsenal, did you stay at West Lodge Park?
Yeah, was it West Lodge? We used to.
Wood. There's a cup final hotel at Tenerife then.
South Hearts. We used to travel. I think it was South Hearts. It was like a golf club. We used to have pre-match there. Well, I'm going back to 70s here.
Yeah. How disappointing was that for you? Because obviously you've been at Wembley, but you never played. Your team has just missed out a couple of occasions with losing the City.
I've never walked on the pitch at Wembley.
Have you not?
No.
Was that deliberate? You didn't want to do that until you got there?
No, I wasn't allowed. No, I wasn't invited to walk on that pitch. I would have walked on it all day long. And no, I've never even walked on the pitch.
So when you were
George?
No, that was Terry Neal.
So when you were there for the 3 finals, were you in civvies? You weren't on the bench obviously because they didn't have.
I had a nice suit on, but I was in the stand.
Yeah.
And we had a nice party afterwards, but I wasn't. I think I was on the bus when we got the trophy.
How difficult was that for you then? Cause
I was young. I was 17, 18, 19, and it was always the same. Always the big hitters played in those games. And as a youth team player coming through at Arsenal at the time, it's never easy. It never is easy at any club, especially the big clubs, to be a youth team player.
But in '80, you'd have been 20. You'd have been on the fringe of the first team, wouldn't you?
19. Yeah, I was in and around it. I was in and around it, but never played.
Are you
must
still
have thought
in
that
the
happened every year.
Sorry?
You must have thought being there 3 years will happen again. I'll get my chance for 25, 26.
I never thought that, funny
Really?
enough. No, and I tell you what, I thought at Cardiff, I thought I didn't want to put that sort of pressure onto the players, but from my own point of view, I really wanted to just get there. You know, I'm really going to enjoy the occasion, and obviously you want to go there and win, and that's the most important thing.
So you'll be walking out on the pitch this time.
I hope so. I hope so. I'll allow myself.
Will you be wearing a nice suit?
I'll walk out with a nice suit on. Everyone's got a suit, so it's going to be good.
And you change back into your
Don't know.
gear.
Don't know yet. Don't.